Hey everyone, so I am going to do a decoder install on a Kato Royal Diesel card number 2. So, yeah, it's one of the trains that I picked up from a train show. So, yeah, so I am going to be using the Digitrax DN143K2. Okay, so first things first is we're going to have to remove the shell. So let's get our fingernails in there, pry this apart, and pull this out. Almost. Do this side. There we go. Ta-da! So we got that body out. Next thing we're going to want to do is take out this little T-piece right here. Let's keep this. You know what I'm going to do? This jewel case. Flip it inside out. Let's put the parts in there. So that way we don't lose any of this. Okay, next thing to do is these little tabs. Let's make them a little bit wider. Okay, and let's pull this out. So there's a whole bunch of stuff here you just got to be really careful with. So right here, and same thing on the other side, and I think there's something, yeah, right in here. So just take your time. Just be gentle. This is very soft plastic. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a flathead here and get this going. Ow. That hurt. That really hurt. So, as everything went flying, let's put everything back. It's okay anyways, because all this needs to come out. Okay, so it looks like we need to remove this. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to take a short break to charge up my camera. So, okay, we're back here. And what we're going to do is continue. So, after carefully removing the seating area, just remember, there's two of these little clips here. This one wasn't too bad. This one was kind of a pain in the bum to take out. So, once that's done, we're going to go ahead, grab our decoder. Now, I don't know if this is like the same with everything, but this one here, you have to snap this board in half and open it, because what this is one's for the end of the train, well, sorry, two's in for the end of the train, and then this one here is another small one, and I guess this lights up the driver cab. Anywho, so carrying on, what we want to do is we want to take this passenger seating one, flip this upside down, feed all the lights through this hole right here. So let's feed it all through, including that one, this one, and being difficult with me. And this one. Okay, now the hole in this one here is going to go through that, exactly like that. Feed the wires right through. Make it nice and snug. Now what's going to happen is the copper leads that came from the motor that wrapped around this area here is not going to go there anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to fold it in, because what it's going to do is it's going to touch this here. So essentially this is what happened. The pickups from the trucks are on this copper lead. This copper lead is on that side of the decoder, which powers the decoder. Then the decoder is going to send its own DC power to the motor via through these copper pieces here. So just want to make sure it's nice and snug. So it's pretty straightforward. Short one goes on that side, long one goes on that side. So just go like this, and then this one is going to go back along this side. So I am going to do my thing and shorten these pieces. Once that's done, I guess I can short it afterwards. Okay, so once that's done is, like I was saying, these copper leads right here, just want to bend them in so that way it's gonna touch the under part of the decoder, because it's no longer gonna be now. Once again, before I go on, I want to make sure all this is working. So let's move this off to the side. Let's put this on the test track. And whoa. Okay, so that works. Okay, so for the lighting, we're gonna have to put these pieces back in. Now that's there. Now what we're gonna need to do, let's put this back like this, is take this PCB board out from this gray plastic. Ta-da! And put in, and oh shoot, what I forgot to say is what we need to do now is on this back end we have to cut notches to allow the wires to flow past it. So I'm just gonna pre-fit this, see how this goes, get right up against the edge. Now there's two ways you can do it. You can either do it with a hobby knife, or you can do it with or you can use these. So these are what I'm gonna use. So what you want to do is not go too high, about halfway. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see that, but this right here, that little V. So when we put this in, fits flush and the wires are fine. Ta-da! Okay, let's do that same thing over here. Okay, so those are in. The next piece is this. Okay, let's do another test. And let's do power on, lights. There we go. Bring this closer. This other way. Yep. Other way. And then the function for the cab. Cool. Alright, let's put this back together. There she goes. Cross your fingers. Okay, so we have interior lights that work. Okay, we'll go to the other side. Alright, so everything was back together. Everything's working good. Let's turn off this light. You can see the interior cab light is on, which is pretty cool. That little issue with the the lights going in reverse.
The way I dealt with the whole issue with the train going forward, but it had the reverse lights on, is you just fool around with the CVs. You just change one of the CVs, and by doing that, you go through, use your digital command, or if you have a programmer, you could do that as well. Okay, so again, I'm going to be using my computer to show you guys this. So let's open this up. This time around, we are going to have to select a train. So let's pull up RDC. I haven't got the local image yet. So okay, so what we're gonna want to do is hit the spanner, go to edit local. Sorry that you guys can't see my cursor. I don't know why that's like that. Okay, so maybe you guys can see it like this. And then we're gonna want to go to advanced properties. Maybe if I keep going like this, then you can see my cursor. And then for the most part, what you want to do is you want to have the ECOS read the train, so that way you can read the functions and everything. Once you do that, then you can go down here to AUX with the check mark, and let's do this again. By default, input 1 is forward. It's these two check marks here. I'll do it here. It actually looks like this. So what I ended up doing was I did it the reverse way. By doing that, now it's going to correct itself. So when it's going forward, it's actually going to have the forward lights on. When it goes back, it's going to have it going backwards. I really don't know why it went backwards, but it did, and this is how I fixed it. Okay, so let's get back to the train. Let's run it, see how it goes.
Okay guys, that's it for the installation. It was pretty straightforward. Didn't take that much time. Yeah. I still have a little bit of the detail bodies that I have to put up on top. You can see here on top. Let me turn this light on. So the horn goes over here, and a couple of roof caps, and then another horn there at the end. So I'm going to do that, and then I will put this, run around the test track and break it in a little bit and show you guys how it goes.